Have you ever wondered why certain foods might be affecting your performance in the bedroom? For men over 50, maintaining a healthy sex life means paying attention to more than just exercise and sleep. The foods you eat play a huge role in sexual health, particularly when it comes to getting and keeping strong erections. Blood flow is crucial for this natural function, and surprisingly, many everyday foods can quietly work against your body's ability to perform at its best. Today, let's look at 6 common foods that could be sabotaging your sexual health without you even knowing it. The topic of erectile function is especially important for men in their 50s and beyond because this is when the body becomes more sensitive to dietary choices. The blood vessels that carry blood to the penis become less flexible with age, and certain foods can make this natural aging process even more challenging. But knowledge is power, and understanding which foods to watch out for can help protect your sexual health for years to come. Before diving into the specific foods that can cause problems, it's helpful to understand how erections work. Think of your penis like a balloon that needs the right amount of pressure to inflate. This pressure comes from blood flowing through tiny vessels. When these vessels are healthy, blood flows freely, creating firm erections. But just like a garden hose can get clogged or kinked, certain foods can cause similar problems in your blood vessels. Sugar is one of the biggest troublemakers when it comes to erectile health. This includes obvious sources like candy and soda, but also hidden sugars in everyday foods like breakfast cereals and flavored yogurt. When blood sugar levels spike repeatedly, it damages the delicate lining of blood vessels throughout the body, including those that carry blood to the penis. This damage makes it harder for vessels to expand when they need to, which means less blood flow exactly when you want it most. High blood sugar also triggers inflammation in the body, and over time, this can lead to something called endothelial dysfunction. In simple terms, this means the blood vessels become less responsive to signals that tell them to open up and allow more blood flow. It's like having a faulty light switch that sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. For optimal sexual function, you want your body's systems to respond reliably when the moment is right. To make matters worse, sugar can indirectly affect hormone levels, particularly testosterone, which plays a key role in sexual desire and performance. When insulin levels are constantly going up and down from eating sugary foods, it can throw other hormones out of balance. This is especially true for men over 50, whose hormone levels are already naturally declining with age. Another big problem comes from processed meats like bacon, hot dogs, and deli meats. These foods are packed with unhealthy fats, salt, and chemical preservatives that can harm your blood vessels over time. The preservatives in processed meats, especially nitrates and nitrites, can damage the inner lining of your arteries. When these arteries get damaged, they become less flexible and can't open up as well to let blood flow through. This is particularly bad for erections, which need a strong flow of blood to work properly. Think about your blood vessels like rubber bands. When they're new and fresh, they stretch easily. But if you expose them to harsh chemicals or damage them, they become stiff and don't stretch as well. That's similar to what processed meats do to your blood vessels. The high amounts of saturated fat in these foods can also lead to the buildup of plaque in your arteries, making them narrower and reducing blood flow even more. Too much alcohol can also cause big problems for sexual health. While a glass of wine might help you feel relaxed, drinking too much does exactly the opposite of what you want when it comes to bedroom performance. Alcohol affects your body in several ways that can make it harder to get and keep an erection. First, it slows down the signals between your brain and your body. These signals are very important for sexual arousal and performance. Alcohol also makes your body produce less testosterone, which is the main hormone that controls sex drive and erectile function in men. Even worse, it can cause dehydration, which means less blood volume in your body. Less blood means weaker erections. For men over 50, who might already have naturally lower testosterone levels, adding alcohol to the mix can make things even more difficult. Many men don't realize that fried foods can also affect their sexual health. Foods like French fries, fried chicken, and other deep-fried items are full of trans fats, which are some of the worst fats for your blood vessels. These fats reduce something called nitric oxide in your body. Nitric oxide is like a natural signal that tells your blood vessels to open up. Without enough of it, your blood vessels can't expand properly to let blood flow where it needs to go. Have you noticed that greasy foods make you feel sluggish and tired? That same heavy feeling affects your whole body, including blood flow to your penis. The trans fats in fried foods can also lead to weight gain and higher cholesterol levels, which can further reduce blood flow and make it harder to maintain strong erections. Soy products are another category of foods that can affect male sexual health, though many people don't know about this connection. Foods like tofu, soy milk, and soy protein powders contain compounds called phytoestrogens. These plant-based substances act like a weaker form of estrogen in the body. While some soy in the diet is fine, eating too much might lower testosterone levels over time, especially in men over 50 who are already dealing with age-related hormone changes. The relationship between soy and male hormones is complex. Some studies have shown that men who eat large amounts of soy products may experience drops in testosterone levels. Lower testosterone can lead to reduced sex drive and make it harder to get and maintain erections. This doesn't mean all soy is bad, but moderation is key, especially for men who are concerned about their sexual health. Salty foods can also cause problems for erectile function. Foods high in sodium, like canned soups, frozen dinners, and potato chips, can raise blood pressure. High blood pressure is one of the biggest enemies of healthy erections because it damages blood vessels over time. When blood pressure stays high, it's like having too much water pressure in a garden hose. Eventually, this pressure can damage the hose, making it less flexible and less able to carry water effectively. Hit the subscribe button if you appreciate health advice. It helps us create more content you can use. Have you ever noticed feeling bloated after eating salty foods? That same effect that makes your fingers swell can also affect blood flow throughout your body, including to your penis. The extra fluid retention from high-salt foods can make it harder for blood to flow freely where it needs to go. This is especially true for men who already have heart problems or high blood pressure. Many people don't realize that erectile problems can be an early warning sign of heart disease. The blood vessels in the penis are smaller than the ones in the heart, so they often show damage first. That's why paying attention to foods that affect blood pressure and heart health is so important for maintaining sexual function. The good news is that changing what you eat can make a big difference in your sexual health. The same foods that are good for your heart are usually good for erectile function too. Fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats can help improve blood flow throughout your body. These foods help keep your blood vessels flexible and strong, which is exactly what you want for maintaining firm erections. There are several common myths about foods and erectile function that need to be cleared up. One popular belief is that eating oysters or other seafood will instantly improve sexual performance. While these foods contain zinc and other helpful nutrients, they won't provide immediate results. Sexual health depends more on your overall diet and lifestyle than on any single food. Another common misconception is that completely avoiding fat will improve erectile function. The truth is that some fats are actually good for sexual health. Healthy fats from foods like olive oil, avocados, and nuts can help your body make testosterone and keep blood vessels working well. The key is choosing the right kinds of fats and eating them in reasonable amounts. Some people think that taking testosterone supplements or eating special male enhancement foods can make up for a poor diet. This isn't true. While testosterone is important for sexual function, the best way to keep hormone levels healthy is through good eating habits, regular exercise, and proper sleep. No supplement can overcome the damage done by regularly eating foods that harm blood flow and hormone balance. Have you heard that drinking red wine is good for erectile function? While small amounts of red wine might have some benefits for heart health, this doesn't mean that all alcohol is good for sexual performance. Remember that too much of any type of alcohol can cause problems with erections and lower testosterone levels. It's also important to know when to be extra careful with these foods that can affect erectile function. Men who have diabetes need to be especially careful about sugary foods because high blood sugar can cause nerve damage that affects sexual function. Men with high blood pressure should watch their salt intake even more closely, as it can make blood pressure problems worse and increase the risk of erectile problems. Men taking certain medications should also be careful about their food choices. Some blood pressure medicines can affect erectile function, and eating the wrong foods can make these effects worse. Heart medications can also interact with certain foods, so it's important to talk with a doctor about any dietary restrictions that might apply. For men who have already noticed some problems with erectile function, changing diet habits becomes even more important. The foods mentioned earlier can make existing problems worse, especially if eaten regularly. On the other hand, cutting back on these foods often leads to noticeable improvements in sexual health, though it may take several weeks or months to see the full benefits. Making changes to eating habits doesn't have to happen all at once. Small steps can lead to big improvements in sexual health. Start by cutting back on one problem food at a time. For example, switching from sugary sodas to water or unsweetened drinks can make a real difference in blood sugar levels. Reading food labels can help identify hidden sugars and unhealthy fats in processed foods. When it comes to processed meats, try replacing them with lean proteins like chicken, fish, or turkey. These alternatives are much better for blood flow and overall health. Instead of fried foods, try baking or grilling. These cooking methods can still create tasty meals without the harmful trans fats that can damage blood vessels. For men who enjoy alcohol, setting limits can help protect sexual function. Try having no more than 1 or 2 drinks per day, and make sure to drink plenty of water. This can help prevent the negative effects of alcohol on testosterone and blood flow. With soy products, moderation is key. Small amounts of soy sauce or the occasional serving of tofu won't cause problems, but it's best to avoid making soy a major part of daily meals. Have you thought about keeping a food diary? Writing down what you eat can help spot patterns and make it easier to identify which foods might be affecting your sexual health. This can also help track improvements as you make changes to your diet. Watching salt intake doesn't mean food has to be bland. Try using herbs, spices, and citrus to add flavor instead of salt. Fresh foods naturally have less sodium than processed ones, so eating more fresh fruits, vegetables, and home-cooked meals can help reduce salt intake without much effort. Remember that it's never too late to make positive changes. The body has an amazing ability to heal and improve when given the right tools. Many men notice better erectile function within a few months of changing their eating habits. Along with these dietary changes, regular exercise, good sleep, and stress management can all help improve sexual health. The most important thing is to be patient and consistent with healthy eating habits. Every man's body is different, so pay attention to how various foods affect your body. If you notice problems with sexual function, talking with a doctor can help identify any underlying health issues that might need attention. A doctor can also provide personalized advice about diet changes and other treatments that might help improve erectile function. Thanks for watching. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Your feedback helps us create better content. See you next time.